Hello and welcome to this video. Now in this video we're going to be looking at 3D and 2D style images. Okay, now in order to use this feature you need to select Create Design, and we're going to be using the Fast AI Image Designer. Once you select that, you need to select Consistent Characters. Once you select that, under step 1 we need to select 3D and 2D style images. Now with this it says only upload photos of your character. So what I'm going to do, and remember, this is again training your own AI. The more times you use it, the more powerful it becomes. So here we have a little character here. It can be any character, and it works really well. And you can see this feature works best with 3D style illustrated or animated characters. Okay, so I'm going to keep the aspect ratio but you can see so much choice to choose from depending on your needs and purposes. So I can say cartoon boy on a boat with planes in the sky. Okay, and what we're looking for is to have that character repurposed and put in a completely brand new scene. Okay, so what we'll do, we get a few moments to load, and just also remember that yes, you can use this for both 3D style and 2D style. So if you have those flattened images, or when you built characters like this, so much to choose from, Pixar style. And just always remember the prompt when you are using it. As an example, let me show you what I mean by that. So if I go to, let's say we have this chap here, okay, you can see some of the key things. 3D style, illustrated or animated characters would be the best for this. So let's say illustrated. Let's choose another one actually then. Let's go, here's a good one. Sometimes if you're creating it for the first time, try to keep them nice and clean, where it's not so much happening in there. Just create a simple character. Like you can probably see some of these characters are just nice and straightforward, nothing too much going on within the scene. Just keeps it much more easier. So cartoon boy driving in a car in the driving in the woods. I don't know, can you get a car in the woods? Let's find out. So while this one gets generated, we get redirected to the personal design section. And you can see this is the character we created earlier on. So this one was already created, and you can see, look, now that character was taken. So the AI has learned about that character. It's taken our character there and it's placed him in a boat and put planes in the sky. Now the more specific you are, the more accurate you are with your prompt, the better results you will get. But for the purpose of this demonstration, just want to show you how a simple prompt can actually give you that continuity of that character. So you're having that consistent character in different scenes. So I can take this again, this character here, and let's have a look. So I go back here, choose from the library, and if I go to my base character here like so cartoon boy farm eating a sandwich, and we'll go sandwich. Sure, there's an E in there, but anyway, generate character. So then I can create storybooks from this, or maybe I want to create a narrative here, where then I can take these characters and I can place them into my Video Express AI, or maybe create videos from this talking photos AI. Okay, so here we have, that was our character that we used. Okay, let's have a look. Where was this chap? Let me show you where he was while everything is loading. Okay, so we took our character, if you remember. Okay, we took our character and then we repurposed him like so, and you can see he's driving in the car there. Okay, so if I come back here, let's try one. Let's have another example, just quickly show you. So from the library, let's just scroll down. You can all of these characters, remember, they're all created within Artistly, so you never have to get stuck. So here were some characters that we used. Okay, some really brilliant characters, and that was the chap that we created. So I created a different number of characters, and it's great because these can be used as mascots. These can be the face of an image, maybe a storybook, kids storybooks, and there's different age ranges. Of course, you can see some adults that were created as well, different ages. You can do those 2D or illustrations, vector, or even Pixar style. Okay, So if I go back to personal designs, let's have a look. This one is rendering, and this one should be Cartoon Boy in the farm eating a sandwich. And check this out. So there we have, we had him on a boat, and then consistently we have him over on the farm eating a sandwich. Maybe in the prompt, if I want to add animals in the background, that's everything. Well, I could have went and added that in there. Now, with this scene, if I want to take this a little one step further, I can go to edit this image. I can go into the Fast AI Image Designer. I can extract this image, but using this method just straight away brings it, and I can actually go in at Smart Expand. So the reason I'm mentioning this, because we could take this image itself, you can obviously use it for your stories or your media content, the purpose behind it, but I can convert this or expand the scene into 16:9, which would be great for a thumbnail. So we're not just limited to using, you know, 1:1. We can actually go and we can purpose the canvas. We can change things around. We can use Smart Expand to make it shorter. Maybe I want it for a mobile optimized graphic, etc., etc. So there's so many possibilities with this, and even, you know, things like in painting, face swapper. Maybe you want to put your face on there, etc., etc. There's really good flexibility when it comes to this. So we're not just limited in terms of just using that base image. We can repurpose things and make them applicable for all devices. So it's very intuitive in that sense, and you know, there's so much you can do with this in painting. Adding objects, removing it, changing maybe his color of his hair, so you're not always restricted. I mean, you could just imagine just going through this, you know, there's so much. So it can, a little bit sometimes, it can be overwhelming with how much you can do using this. And you can see that was our character there. Okay, so if we took him again, go back to consistent characters, the same method, 2D 3D style. Let's try a flat version now, and it's always better if you have one clear image, but let's just go for this character here, okay, that we created. Cartoon Boy flying in the sky. Let's see if he can get taken into the sky. So Cartoon Boy flying in the sky. Okay, what we'll do, we'll let that, give that a moment, that will start processing, and we shall return. Okay, and then we have our character there flying in the sky. Okay, that was a good 2D under the 3D that was a good illustration. And just to show you that character there, just remember that character. And if we go back, just to make things a lot easier, if I go to choose from library, you can see here compared to him, so it's retained, you know, that character right there. Same thing with the little green there, patch, and the reddish, and the clothing, and it's brought it over. So it's very powerful, and the more time you do, it's obviously going to be training it. It works amazingly well with 3D and 2D style. So, you know, it is a very powerful feature, and you can imagine if you're creating a series of books, media content, stories, videos, this, or even for your mascot, branding of the business. You know, it's quite a lot of power behind it in terms of its application. So that's how you would use 3D and 2D style images under consistent characters in Artistly. So I shall see you in another video.